It's match time. Martin Tyler here and Alan Smith with you as always to describe it. And we're looking forward to something special today, eh?
Well, I think so, Martin. I hope these two teams won't disappoint us.
And today it's Manchester City and they play Burnley.
Number 25, Fernandinho. Number 15, Hayes Navas. Number 7, Raheem Sterling. Number 17, Kevin De Bruyne. And number 72,
Chelsea must be wondering, they had Kevin De Bruyne and Romelu Lukaku, great friends incidentally, both young Belgians of course. It seemed set for them to break through at Stamford Bridge and they've gone their separate ways and done brilliantly.
Yeah, well, some people mature at different rates, don't they? And I think he's probably a later developer, Kevin De Bruyne, but he has not blossomed.
Manchester City's lineup today. Claudio Bravo starts in goal. Carl Clichy starts with Bakary Sagna as the wide defenders. Yaya Toure plays alongside Fernandinho in the middle of the park. And in attack, Kelechi Iheanacho. This is the Burnley lineup. Tom Heaton starts in goal. Scott Arfield plays with Jeff Hendrick in midfield. And it's rounded off the team with these two strikers. Well, it was here, of course, where Manchester City won the Premier League for the first time in circumstances that somebody said, you'll never see anything like it again. And that Sergio Aguero goal, I guess, will be one of the moments. It'll be hard to top that, whatever happens in the future of the stadium.
Well, it will. Hard to top the commentary as well, Martin, on that day. But, yeah, one of the most amazing moments, the most amazing moment in Premier League history, I think. But it's a ground that is growing, isn't it? And it's got a history to it that needs to be added, I think, in the coming years.
Able to make a good interception. Kevin De Bruyne. He's coming forward with some danger. Here's Sterling. And now he's looking for some support. Sterling. Crosses in. Goes for goal with the header. Headed it well. Just wide.
Well, not far wide at all. Next time maybe he'll bury that.
Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it. That's very good link-up play. Well, it is a chance to relieve some of the pressure here by simply having the ball. Yaya Toure looking to get the ball forward here. Manchester City. It will be a kick for the goalkeeper, goal kick. Headed towards where a teammate can gather the ball. Boy, strong challenge. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Fernandinho. And now the shot! A try one now. Terrific stop. Manchester City get given the corner here. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening. Challenges for the ball. Kevin De Bruyne. And shoots! The player's a bit unhappy about this, but we can see it again, whether it should have been offside or not. It was called offside.
Well, who would be a linesman, but this linesman, he's one of the best, and he gets it right here.
Arfield. Just working away to try and find an opening. In comes the challenge. Nicely played through ball. And in goes the cross. Fantastic save. Shot on. It's in. It's a great start for them. A wonderful goal. And we'll now have to see whether that will change both managers' approach to this game. Another angle on it here. So the first goal, it's 1-0.
Burnley goal, number 21.
Yaya Toure. Clichy. Kevin De Bruyne. Arfield. Now Fernandinho. And this is Clichy really taking the attack to the opposition. Makes a challenge here. It was good play until they got that challenge in. Barnes. And the referee, well, he saw it clearly, and he obviously didn't like what he saw. Yellow card very early in proceedings here.
Not ideal at all for that lad, but he can't have any complaints with the challenge and the decision.
Difficult decision for the officials here, but it is a throw, not a corner. Well, they're building steadily here, working away. The referee had a good look at that, decided it's just a throw after the tackle. That's gone out for a throw-in. Taken quickly. Yaya Toure. Sanya. Here's Iheanacho. Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. Made the challenge well. It'll be a throw now after the tackle. And moving forward, menacingly now is Clichy. Sterling! Gone for goal in spectacular style.
Wow. I was expecting him to be wheeling away in celebration there.
Ben Mee. He can't keep it on the pitch, it's gone out for a throw. Stephen Ward. And he's got the ball away from him with the tackle. Sanya. Clichy. Good forward play from them. Good play, but they've lost the ball now, and the opposition can get at them. It's a good place to win the ball here. Sanya. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. Came in with the challenge and the ball broke free. It was a good idea to try and use the width on the pitch, but it's gone out for a throw. Clichy. Yaya Toure. Return pass. Now Fernandinho. Barnes. Well, they're in a good position here. They'll need to try and get the ball back now. Well, this is how this team can play. Sustained attacking football, but when they lose it, as they've done now, it's just a risk that they might get caught out. Well, he's got away from him. And this could be a really good move from Burnley. They've coped with it well defensively. Could score! The goalkeeper plunged to make the save. Corner given. Well, that's the sort of corner that frustrates the coaches, because they obviously have plans. The delivery wasn't good enough. Here comes the cross. Done well to get it wide, not done so well with the delivery from the wide areas. Kevin De Bruyne. Now Fernandinho. Not rushing it here. Moving from one side to the other. Good pass. Getting it forward. Goes for it with a fist. In comes the challenge. Barnes. How frustrating is this for the other team, trying to get the touch of the ball? Throw in now. Stephen Ward. Manchester City have the ball again. Sterling. Kevin De Bruyne. This could be it. Gonna try his luck. Shots on. A very good goal from a very good team. It's been surprising that they have been behind, but here they are level again, and they're rushing to get the game restarted because they believe they can go on and get the victory. There he was, and very, very coolly taken.
Talk about passing the ball into the net. Well, there is a prime example.
And here is another angle on that goal. It is Level. Both sides have scored here now.
Number 72,
Key. Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. Quick tempo to the passing. The opposition can't get near them. He's got his tackle in, and the ball's gone out now. Good reading of the play by the defender. There's good progress with this attack. This with a chance to go into the lead now. That's off the top of the crossbar and behind. Here's Sterling. Gets his foot in there. Possession changes feet. Yaya Toure. Now Fernandinho. It's good work between these two. Nicholas Otamendi. There's some potential in this move. Probing away, trying to find room for a shot maybe. It's with Burnley now. Arfield. Well, they look promising there in that wide area, but the defender's done well. Here's Sterling. Clichy. Kevin De Bruyne. It goes out wide again. Clichy. That passing is top class. Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. Toure. Yaya Toure. As the claret and blue of Aston Villa departed from the Premier League, the claret and blue of Burnley came back into the Premier League. Well done to them.
Yeah, I mean, under Sean Dyche, they did remarkably well. He kept the squad together in the main. I mean, he lost a few players, but they bounced back, and who's to say they won't stay there?
That's cut out. It's Ward. Short passes, but they're keeping the ball. They'll need to try and get the ball back now. Stephen Ward. Manchester City are on the attack now. Trying to find an opening. Not panicking. It's an exhibition here with such great passing. Well read by the defender. In strongly. Here's Sterling. Building steadily here, keeping possession. Now Fernandinho. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. And that's the indication, 4 added minutes.
There will be a minimum of 4 minutes of added time.
George Boyd. Able to make a good interception. Jesus Navas. Sanya. And carrying the ball forward, it's the Manchester City. Promising build-up until that challenge. Nicholas Otamendi. Sterling. Doing well to keep the ball. Tackle goes in. Here's Gray. Yaya Toure. Barnes. And that's the half-time whistle from the referee. 1-1 at the break. Well, the player that we're featuring here has done well. He's certainly been an influence on this first half.
Oh, nothing wrong with the finish, Martin. And I thought he was all set for another, but the woodwork denied him.
Moving forward with some danger to the opposite. Fernandinho. Now the shot! And in goes the cross. Fantastic save! Shot on! To score! The goalkeeper plunged to make the save. This could be it. Gonna try his luck. The shot's on. There's good progress with this attack. With a chance to go into the lead now. They kick off at the start of the second half. It's Burnley pressing on.
Oh, his teammates will thank him for that.
Here's Sterling. Possession in the midfield area. Here's a chance to attack. The shot's on! He's made the save. Kevin De Bruyne. Yaya Toure. Jesus Navas. Now it's Kelechi Iheanacho. Yaya Toure. Al Clichy. Well, this is great teamwork, the way they're knocking the ball around. And that's broken up by the defender before the cross could come in. Sanya. Jesus Navas. Yaya Toure. Toure. Kevin De Bruyne. Fernandinho. Now Fernandinho. Was good progress with this attack. Nice piece of tackling here. And that's strong defending. Take the lead. Very good stop here. And it's out for a corner. And he heads it for goal. Pressure on, another corner. That's very good defending, and the player had nowhere to go. Stephen Ward. Really trying to use the full width of the pitch here to make some progress. Here's Iheanacho looking to get the ball forward here. Manchester City. They could have got through there, but the defender was absolutely on top of his game. It's another good effort. The team really battling to take the lead. At the moment, it's still all square. Sterling. Kolarov. And he's presented the ball to the opposition. Sanya. Jesus Navas. Yaya Toure. Manchester City are on the attack now. Probing away, trying to find room for a shot maybe. Well, it didn't cause too much confusion, that cross in the end. Not a good challenge by the defender. Played in by Jesus Navas. Defender to it first. Free kick given against Fernandinho. Yellow card, Alan.
Yeah, quite right.
Was that just a case of mistiming the tackle?
I think he's a little unlucky, slightly mistimed, and his man's made the most of it.
And now we're going to have an alteration. He's been dominating the match with the quality of his passing. Fernandinho. It's an exhibition here with such great passing. Trying to find Hayes. That's good support play from his teammates. This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening. And it's been An hour of very good football here. We've still got 30 more minutes to go, and I'm sure we're going to enjoy that as well. And carrying the ball forward, it's the Manchester City. Now Fernandinho. Fernandinho. Working hard just to see maybe a sight of goal. Very good passes. This team are passing the ball beautifully. Boyd. He went in well. It's a poor touch and the possession's gone away. Kevin De Bruyne. They spread it out wide here. Chance to get some width into this attack. Just working away to try and find an opening. Here's the chance to get in the cross. Certainly the kind of match that we thought we were coming here to see, with the better team playing the better football.
Yeah, and they've handled that expectation, haven't they, in terms of being strong favourites, so fair play to them for that.
Restart the game, 2-1.
Manchester City, number 42,
Keane. Played back. Now, what is the referee going to do here? Yaya Toure, trying to find an opening, not panicking. Quick tempo to the passing, the opposition hangs on. Decision is a throw, it's a fair tackle. Barnes. Toure. Yaya Toure. Trying to find a way through here, probing away. Kevin De Bruyne. Quick check on the shot count, 10 shots, 6 on target for Manchester City. And shoots! It's a fine strike, but not quite what he was hoping for.
But when he's hit it, I'm sure he would have thought that was going to bulge in the back of the net. Not quite, though.
It goes out wide again. Sanya. Little private game between the two of them. Here's Iheanacho. Now it's Kelechi Iheanacho. 20 minutes of the 90 still to play. Looking for an opening with some good controlled build-up. That's another successful challenge. Gone for the through pass. Really strong challenge by Sanya. And he's away now. Here's Iheanacho. Kevin De Bruyne. Here's Sterling. Now it's Kelechi Iheanacho. Sterling. And he's got the ball away from him with the tackle. The shot's on! Well, all credit for shooting. Constitution from a winning position, of course. And the fact they aren't winning is down to the player that he's going to bring off now.
Yeah, I think he was maybe tiring a bit last 5 minutes, and his manager clearly wants to protect what is an important player.
Yaya Toure. Toure. Aguero. Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. And in he goes with the tackle. Well, this is how this team can play. Sustained attacking football, but when they lose it, as they've done now, there's just a risk that they might get caught out. Well, that was quickly done. Stephen Defro. This could be a really good move from Burnley. And that passing is top class. Not rushing it here. Moving from one side to the other. Well, he's got support here. Came in with a challenge. It was nicely worked until that point when it broke down. And now they've got to try and regain possession. Jesus Navas. Confident and quality on the ball. Across now from Bakary Sagna. Jesus Navas. Nicolas Otamendi. Well, we've had some chances, Alan, but it's a while since we've had a goal. They've still got the lead.
Yeah,
Aguero! And they have scored! And they do lead now by 2. And they've worked very hard for this. It should get them across the line at the end of the match, we'll see. Goalkeeper almost got there, but it wasn't a strong enough touch.
Yeah, he's annoyed with himself, isn't he? Having got a touch on it, feels he should have done better.
3-1 the scoreline as we restart the game.
Manchester City, number 10, Sergio Aguero.
Stephen Ward. Stephen Defro. Barnes. Doing well to keep the ball. It's Burnley pressing on. Makes the challenge here. Yaya Toure. Kevin De Bruyne. That's the brilliance of the back heel. It looks great when it works. It worked then. Made sure the ball is stuck at his foot. Change coming up for Burnley, I think. And it's going to be a throw here. There's some movement in the dugout. We're going to get a change here.
Substitution for Manchester City coming off the pitch.
One of the backup brigade is going to have a chance centre stage.
To be replaced by number 9, Nolito.
Barnes. Boyd. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. Burnley have to score, and they have to score soon.
I think this is going to be kitchen sink time, Martin, now. Plenty of long balls into the box, trying to get on those knockdowns.
Ben Mee. There's good progress with this attack. And that'll be a throw. Sterling. It's with Toure. Sergio Aguero. On the Burnley bench, there is movement afoot. Barnes. It's looking good, this move.
Etihad Stadium. Will you please give a round of applause for today's...
And here comes the counter-attack.
Aguero! The goal! Sergio Aguero's the scorer here, and there's absolutely no surprise in that. He took it with great aplomb. I'm sure getting the first goal gave him the confidence to grab the second chance here.
Well, it's a goal worth replaying over and over again, isn't it?
Four-1
is the scoreline.
Manchester City goal.
Stephen
Number
Defoe.
10, Sergio Aguero.
He's coming forward with some danger. Kevin De Bruyne. Well, the ball's gone up. There's going to be 4 extra minutes.
A minimum of 4 minutes. Routine.
Well, they've been thwarted here. That's a sign of better things to come. Sergio Aguero coming forward. There's the ball in. That's what he's in the team to do, to make those tackles.
Well, they gave it straight to him, didn't they?
Ben Mee. Oh, good through ball. Good strong tackle. And here's the cross. That's a very weak cross from a very good position. Well, you have to have the pain to get the gain, and they've suffered, these supporters, sometimes, but it's gain today, isn't it?
Well, they've seen their team play well out there today, and they're happy to celebrate before the ref has called a halt to proceedings.
And here's the header. That's a spectacular save. Not turning the ball around, he's hung on to it. Manchester City get the result here they wanted, they've won. Sergio Aguero has been brilliant in this game.
Well, so often we think of his creative abilities, but a couple of goals here have won the match for his team.
And in goes the cross. Fantastic save. Shot on. Could score. And the goalkeeper plunged to make the save. This could be it. Going to try his luck. The shot's on. To take the lead. Very good stop here. Scored here, and they are now in the lead.
Well, we've had some chances, Alan, but it's a while. And here comes the counter-attack.